We are back at the gig. You see my friend. Barrel, hold it down. Hip hop, hold it down. Let's get straight into these rounds. We're going to start a little series here. The greatest diss in hip hop history. We're going to start off between the toe-to-toe battle between Drake and Pusha T back in May of 2018. We're going to start off with Duppy Freestyle by Drake. With that being said, let's go. Me.
I'm in shock. The nerve, the audacity.
The nerve.
Okay.
It's like the way that Drake starts it off, like, oh, you got me to get out of bed for this. Like, oh my gosh. Like, let me get this little light work out the way so I can go back to be in my comfy bed. Right? Like, that's how he sounds. Let's go.
So if you rebuke me for working with someone else on a couple of V's, what do you really think of the nigga that's making your beats? I've done things for him I thought that he never would need. Father had to stretch his hands out and get it from me. I pop style for 30 hours, then let him repeat. Now you popping up with the jokes, I'm dead, I'm asleep. I just left from over by y'all putting pen to the sheets. Tired of sitting quiet and helping my enemies eat. Keep getting temperature checks, they know that my head overheats. Don't know why the fuck you niggas listen to Denim and Steve. Must have had your infrared wrong, now your head in a beam. Y'all are the spitting image of whatever jealousy breeds. Don't push me.
Oh, you the spitting image of whatever jealousy breeds, bro. First of all, the fact that he started off with, because infrared, anybody listen to Daytona, which is a classic, one of like last true hip hop classics, back in 2018. Pusha T ends the album with Infrared, which he like goes at Drake, right? And Pusha T has made it no secret that he goes at Drake for like having a ghostwriter, things of that nature, which is funny because Drake makes a great point of how can you go at ghostwriters when the guy that you're backing or is producing all your hit records or your album, which was Daytona, he has ghostwriters as well. How can you like crucify me when your right hand man and your music is doing the same thing? Great point. It's a great point.
Push me when I'm in album mode. You're not even top 5 as far as your label talent goes. You send shots, well I gotta challenge those. But I
hold on, let's challenge that real quick. Well, by 2018, I can't remember who everybody was on Good Music. So it's Kanye, Kid, I believe still Kid Cudi, Big Sean, Pusha T, Kanye, Pusha T, Big Sean, Tiana Taylor. I would say Pusha T is probably number 1 and number 2 between him and Ye. For real, in terms of talent. Kid Cudi, I loved Kid Cudi. He's one of my favorites. But Kid Cudi wasn't really making, by 2018, his music was, it wasn't Man on the Moon no more. So, that's not really true. But, in terms of optics and Billboard records, Pusha T's never been a guy that's going to really have a club record or anything like that. So, he can make the argument, in terms of numbers, that Pusha T is not even top 5 on his own label, which is a great punch right there.
I bring calicos to the Alamo. You're not even top 5 as far as your label talent goes. You send shots, well I gotta challenge those. But I bring calicos to the Alamo. I could never have a Virgil in my circle and hold him back cause he makes me nervous. I wanna see my brothers flourish to their higher purpose. You niggas leeches and serpents, I think it's good and now the teachers are learning. Yeah, your brother said it was your cousin and him then you. So you don't rap what you did, you just rap what you knew. Don't be ashamed, there's plenty niggas that do what you do. There's no malice in your heart, you an approachable dude. Man, you might...
So now Drake is somebody that's from battle rap. He knows how to, he's watched the game long enough to know how to break somebody down. So he's saying that Pusha T, who we all know, talks about the drug game, talk about the streets, and that's what people love him for. And he's breaking it down to where, like, I heard that, like, you talking about what your cousin and your brother do, like, you never really did none of that. So really, you just being a broadcaster for real. Like, you never led that. That's a great angle to take. Great angle to take. There's no way for us to really validate that, but it's a great angle to take to make Pusha T look different. And again, he's going at 2 people really. He's going at Pusha T and he's going at Ye. So he's really battling 2 people in this song, right? Talk about Ye being jealous. You gotta keep in mind that Drake thought that Ye. No, actually, this is before that. So never mind. But Drake had issues with Ye around this time as well. So yeah, he wasn't too happy. He wasn't too happy with Ye at this current time. I believe it was because Ye was supposed to give Drake the "Lift Yourself" beat that Ye completely wasted with the Poobity Scoop, right? And Drake felt away about that, but yeah, only if you would know what would happen later. But yeah, so again, Drake is taking great angles here, man.
You knew. Don't be ashamed, there's plenty niggas that do what you do. There's no malice in your heart, you an approachable dude. Man, you might have sold to college kids for Nike and Mercedes, but you act like you sold drugs for Escobar in the 80s. I had a microphone of yours, but then the signature faded. I think that pretty much resembles what's been happening lately. Please believe your demise will be televised. Yeah. And as for Q, man, I changed his life a couple times. Nigga was at Kroger working double time. Y'all acting like he made the boy when I was trying to help the guy. Yeah. Who gassed you to play with me?
And he's going at Q, who again has been it's not alleged, has been outed for being Drake's ghostwriter. A lot of reference tracks back in like 2000, I believe 15, 16, around that time. So he even going at Q too. Like he's going to everybody that he got a problem with right now. Like Drake, like he's taking a Jay-Z take over approach right now. He's going to everybody got a problem with, man. But it still fits into the pocket. It's a dope beat, by the way, too. Sound like a Rick Ross beat. For real.
Yeah. Who gassed you to play with me? Man, you made this shit as easy as ABCs. Whoever supposedly making me hits, but ain't got no hits, sound like they need me. My hooks did it, my lyrics did it, my spirit did it, I'm fearless with it, yeah. I really shouldn't have given you none of my time, cause you older than a nigga you running behind. Look.
Oh, again, Drake taking a jab at PUSHA, using his flow, his cadence on Infrared. Like, my hooks did it, my spirit did it. Like, man, he was lethal in this one, boy.
Holla at me when you multi-million. Right. I told you keep playing with my name and I'ma let it ring on you like Virginia Williams. I'm too resilient, get out your feelings. It's gonna be a cruel summer for you. I told Weezy and Baby I'ma done them for you. Tell Ye.
I don't think Drake knew how much this would be an issue.
I told you keep playing with my name and I'ma let it ring on you like Virginia Williams. I'm too resilient, get out your feelings. It's gonna be a cruel summer for you. I told Weezy and Baby I'ma done them for you.
It's gonna be a cruel summer. Good Music had that one collab album, Cruel Summer, which is man, like I wish it could have been a little bit better. But yeah.
Feelings. It's gonna be a cruel summer for you. I told Weezy and Baby I'ma done them for you. Tell Ye we got an invoice coming to you. Considering that we just sold another 20 for you. To be honest. Duppy.
It's genius here because like Drake really did like show, I think on Instagram, like he sent Good Music an invoice for being like, yo, I'm helping you sell albums right now. PUSHA, who just came out with Daytona, and Drake came like that what's it, like 3 days later, he came out with the diss record saying, I just helped you sell a 20 more thousand units. You're welcome, right? Because Drake's whole thing is I'm the relevant one. Like Pusha T, yeah, he cool, whatever, but like you talking like you really sold drugs for Escobar in the 80s. Like, come on, son. Like you really running him. Like, I'm him. Like, stop it. But the one line that he probably regrets ever saying was, I'm gonna make a ring on you like Virginia Williams. People that don't know, Virginia Williams is Pusha T's wife, who she literally just wifed within that past year. It was up after that. So Pusha T responds. Again, Pusha T comes out with Daytona and threw shots at Drake on Infrared. Been throwing shots at Drake and Wayne and Baby since Exodus 5 years earlier, 6 years earlier than that. Like him and Cash Money and Young Money has never been cool since the early 2000s for whatever reason. And now Drake is the one that's actually going to the booth. I don't think Wayne has ever went to the booth. So now Pusha drops his album. Everybody's talking about Infrared, but it's talking about Drake. So now Drake responds within 3 days with a solid diss record. But then just maybe a couple days after that, Pusha T responds. And off the thumbnail alone, off the cover alone, it lets you know what type of time Pusha T was on. This picture is crazy. Like the fact, like I don't know how, I don't remember the story. I don't know how Pusha T found this photo, but he had to have this in the tuck for the longest. And the fact that he said, "No, I'm gonna wait. As soon as it pops off, oh, we're gonna drop that." Like this picture alone, almost he ain't even gotta say nothing. Pusha didn't even have to say nothing after the picture drops right here. This is crazy. Blackface? That's insane. Now, eventually Drake will tell the backstory of this, but at the end of the day, some people don't care about context. That's the biggest problem in society today, is that people don't care about context. The fact that he was in blackface in general, even though he probably was like 17, 18, he ain't know no better. But it's like, bruh, but then, Pusha T then drops this record using Hov's 444 track, The Story of OJ, and how it all ties together with the story of Adidon, who a lot of us was like, who the hell is Adidon? We are going to find out right now.
It's about to be a surgical summer. Chop the tops off the coupes.
Woo!
The 488.
Yeah.
The spider joint.
Yeah.
And you know we gotta cut the heads off these snakes, right?
Yeah. Oh, I love rappers that talk that talk before the record even drops. Like they talk all their stuff right before the record drops. Like I love that. Like that's hip hop right there.
The spider joint.
Yeah.
And you know we gotta cut the heads off these snakes, right?
Right.
Watch the body drop.
The body drop right there. Love this beat. Shout out No ID. Oh my God, one of the greatest producers ever.
Drug dealing aside, goose writing aside. Let's have a heart-to-heart about your pride.
Stop. Before the fact that Pusha with the first line says, forget me being a drug dealer, forget you having a ghostwriter. Let's talk about you. Talk about your pride. And it's actually layered when you think about what Pusha's about to talk about. Let's talk about your pride. Forget all the other BS. Let's talk about your pride. That off rip is like, uh-oh, where we about to go, Push? Yuck.
Right in the side, let's have a heart-to-heart about your drug dealing aside, goose writing aside. Let's have a heart-to-heart about your pride. Even though you're multi, I see that your soul don't look alive. The M's count different when baby divides the pie. Wait, let's examine why your music for the past few years been angry and full of lies. I started at the home front, I'm on one. Then this gram stay off the gram, bitch, I'm on one. You mentioned wedding ring like it's a bad thing. Your father walked away at 5, hell of a dad thing.
Pusha, this is what we call taking a personal angle. He went personal. He said, oh, you want to talk about my family or my wife? Let's talk about your parents and what your dad did. Like, oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. We're not even getting started for real.
It's a bad thing. Your father walked away at 5, hell of a dad thing. Marriage is something that Sandy never had, Drake. How you a winner, but she keep coming in last place. Monkey suit Dennis, you parade him. A Steve Harvey suit, nigga made him. Confused, always felt you weren't black enough. Afraid to grow it cause your fro wouldn't nap enough.
Oh my God. What? Son. Talk about Drake in terms of him not feeling black enough. Couldn't grow his hair out because it wouldn't nap enough? Like, yo, that is crazy. Again, they're just talking to Drake's soul, right? Talking about the music he's done in the past year, and it sounds so angry. And that's the thing I've always said about Drake, is he's a great hit maker. He's great at music and making melodies and hooks. But a lot of his songs are very angry. But let's get back to Pusha T, man. Again, you already talk about his parents, talk about his complexion and his insecurities. Again, we're not even halfway there. Oh my God.
You weren't black enough, afraid to grow it cause your fro wouldn't nap enough.
Woo!
Since you name dropped my fiance, let them know who you chose as your Beyonce. Sophie knows better as your baby mother. Cleaned her up for IG, but the stench is on her. A baby's involved, it's deeper than rap. We talking character, let me keep with the facts. You are hiding a child, let that boy come home. Deadbeat motherfucker playing border patrol. Ooh!
That line, I know a lot of people love Tupac's I'm effing your wife. That right there, in my opinion, is the hardest diss bar in the history of hip hop right there. You are hiding a child playing Border Patrol. Let that kid come home. That's crazy. Again, the fact that we just listened to Duppy Freestyle, a lot of it was like surface level stuff, but literally, Pusha T is like, forget the outside world where everybody sees. I'm gonna take y'all inside of Drake's home. Like, that's how. Oh my God! Again, we're not even halfway done, bro. Like, this is.
Adonis is your son, and he deserves more than an Adidas press run. That's real.
You're hiding a child, bro. I remember first hearing this. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? He's hiding a child. Like, what? Like, that. Yo, that is still the craziest diss bar like ever. Like, you're hiding a child. I'm like, what? Again, I'm still looking at the picture because it wasn't a music video. I'm looking at the picture of Drake. This picture right here. And I'm hearing this. I'm like, yo, it's over for Drake, bro. In my mind, after hearing that line, I said, oh, it's over for Drake. Drake ain't never coming back after this. I really thought it was over. Like, yeah, Drake ain't never coming back after this. It's over for him. Mind you, Drake was supposed to come out with the album Scorpion around the same time that Ye started the Good Music album, weekly album releases. Again, that's where the tension between Drake and Ye are. Because Drake, I believe, said that only Ye knew about the child. Only Ye knew about the album release. And Ye said, F that. I'm gonna start my album releases with all my good music artists, Pusha T, me, Kid Cudi, Kid C Ghost, my own album, Nas and Tiana Taylor. So Drake had to push his whole album back because of Ye, and then after this, because of Push. So yeah, this is crazy. Again, we're not done yet. We're not done. This is insane.
Better as your baby mother. Cleaned her up for IG, but the stench is on her. A baby's involved, it's deeper than rap. We talking character, let me keep with the facts. You are hiding a child, let that boy come home. Deadbeat motherfucker playing border patrol. Ooh! Adonis is your son, and he deserves more than an Adidas press run. That's real. Love that baby, respect that girl. Forget she's a porn star, let her be your world. Yeah. How dare you put Ye in my verses? I'm selfish, I want all of the curses. I'm pre-booking the churches, me versus.
I love that. I love that line. He said, forget the fact you put Ye in your verses. Man, talk to me. I want all of the curses, man. This is one-on-one. Forget Ye. Like, yo, Push was with the Smith Oak. You feel me? Push was with the yuck, with the Smith Oak. Still not done. What else you got, Push?
How dare you put yay in my verses? I'm selfish, I want all of the curses. I'm pre-booking the churches, me versus 3 hearses. If we all go to hell, it'll be worth it. Woo! Already aligned with the greats. And on that same note, the only ones I chase are 2 ghosts. Still giving you classics. That's the only thing.
Love that line. I think he's talking about Pac and Biggie. Only chasing 2 ghosts.
2 ghosts, still giving you classics. That's the only thing that dates me. OVO 40, hunched over like he 80. Tick, tick, tick. How much time he got? That man is 666. I got the devil flow, nigga. 666.
Now, this is where I thought, okay, Push, you going too far now, son. Now you going too far. But ain't no love in war, though. Ain't no rules to this thing. Like, it's either kill or be killed, bro. Again, Pusha T, even though hip-hop purists respect him, like, Pusha T knows that what happened with Meek Mill. Meek Mill, who, I guess you could say Meek and Drake are kind of on the same level in terms of lyricists. Hit records, well, Drake has way more hit records, but, you know, Meek Mill has charted and was popular, and Drake got him all the way out of there, even with Nicki Minaj co-sign. So Pusha like, I gotta go for the juggler because I know he's gonna try to get me out of here, and I know he's more popular than me, so I really gotta go for everything. And this is that OVO, that 40 line, that was mean. We're gonna hear it again though.
Classics. That's the only thing that dates me. OVO 40, hunched over like he 80. Tick, tick, tick. How much time he got? That man is 666. I got the devil flow, nigga. 666. Surgical summer with it. Snip, snip, snip. And you don't really want it with him. Surgical Summer Volume 1. We gonna take this slow. We just gonna peel it back layer by layer. Yeah. Daytona. Album of the motherfucking year. And you talking about you upset. Well, I want to see what it's like when you get angry, okay? You show me that.
Just that dismissal.
Push.
Just that dismissal at the end, kind of matching what Drake did in the beginning of Duppy Freestyle, like, because Drake had another song called I'm Upset that came out, and Push is like, you're upset. I want to see when you angry, nigga. Let me see that. Yo, that was crazy. Again, this has to be up there. First of all, let's gonna be quick. Who has the better diss record, Drake or Pusha T? I think everybody agrees that the best diss between the two was for sure yuck, Pusha T. That was a fatality. Like Game Push. God, yeah, damn, dog. Like, bruh. Oh my God. Again, Drake was smart though. Drake could have replied. He did not say a word. He did not reply to anything. He did an interview with Rap Radar like 6 months. No, he did The Shop with LeBron like 3 months later. And again, his issue was with Ye than with Push, because he believed Ye's the one that gave him all the info that's on his diss record. When then Pusha about 2-3 weeks later went on Joe Budden podcast and said, "No, it's the producer that you're with, girl. That was a pillow talking with your mans, and that's how I got the info. So it's not on yet." But and even then, Drake still ain't apologized for basically putting all the blame on Ye. But it is what it is. Again, this record is hard. Again, this is more than just about who sells the more records. Not about any of that. Not it's about you as a person. And those type of tracks, this record's hit more than anything, right? We took Pusha T's created such a great story that he literally gave us a movie created a movie of Drake's life, from his childhood to his parents to who he wifed to him having a kid to like his producer, literally everything around him. It's just, man, that's one of the hardest diss records of all time. Again, Drake had no comeback for this. Drake just, he remained cool and then dropped Scorpion, but still did great numbers, still had #1 records. So I was wrong. People got over it quick. Again, it was a hot story for sure about you having a child, which is still crazy that Drake was going to release an Adidas deal weaving through revealing he had a child, which that would have been dope actually. That sounds like something Ye would have did. But then they had to halt that because Pusha T stopped all that. It's crazy, bro. Pusha T, man, this might be one of the greatest disses ever. But we about to go through a small list of diss records. I feel like when you really think about it, even though a lot of people have done disses, I think there's only a select few that are truly like God tier disses. So again, we're gonna talk about what are the greatest disses in hip hop history. On the list right now, for sure, is Pusha T, The Story of Adidon. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna say, why didn't you do Drake back to back? Because at the end of the day, back to back is a great record, but Meek never truly had like a real, like he had like a little diss, but it really was nothing. To me, this was more of a battle. Like Drake and Push was more of a real battle, right? That truly played out. And for me, like I had to, it was I wasn't gonna do 2 Drake songs. It was either gonna be this or back to back. If I did back to back, I would have had to do Meek because of how it correlated. So yeah, this, woo. That's all I gotta say, man. Pusha T, man, I want to see you upset. I want to see you when you angry, nigga. Yo, oh my God. Let me know what you thought when this came out. What did you think? Again, I didn't think Drake was gonna come back for this, but shout out to Drake. I guess he's still #1 rapper in the game, so it didn't halt him. It just stopped a few things, but it didn't stop him for real. So gotta give it to Drake. At the end of the day, still one of them. But shout out to Pusha T for the keeping it pure hip hop for what he did. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share all the things are the things. Hold it down. Hold it down is what we do. Mean.